as I was saying to Amy earlier, that in fact what I was going for, you can't just go to expect things to happen. You've got to have a burning reason why you're going, And mine happened to be textiles, or the actual practice of the craft, of textiles. And it opened all these doors. They wouldn't have happened otherwise, because you can't just go and look at people. And I was saying, you often find, Americans, people go and they take photos of their faces or something like that. But you're not, you can't, you've got to have another reason. You've got to have a reason to be able to communicate with people. In something like that, a craft is ideal. One, because a craft has a discipline and rules, same for everybody. And two, but they have better than we do. You're so used to people go and look down on them, and they're so used to others. They haven't got the riches that we think are important. And so you are not in the same standing. You're a lower standing to them as far as the craft goes, which I think is very important too. And then you can communicate, and you have a communication. If you're a woman too, you have a lot of chance too, because you say, have you got any children? What's your husband? What is he? There's lots of things you can talk. I don't know if men can find that so easy. But anyway, as I say, but you need to go, if you want to do filming or whatever you're filming, you need to have some relationship with whatever it is, whoever it is. That was just happened to be mine, so. This is, it's also near the Sacred Valley, but they're taking indigo dyed wool out of their, they've been dyeing. It takes about, because in the high altitude you have very little oxygen and a lot of processes take much longer. It takes like 3 months to soak. This is for indigo, and in the process you use a kind of an acid. Often you use urine. Right? Now then, they're getting it out. Yes, they're getting it out, but they were laughing and giggling away. And I said, "What are they laughing about?" And he said, "Well, it's because the urine they use is their husbands." Their husbands. And they were saying, "Look, my husband's urine is really strong. Look at my beautiful blue, you see." But in this particular village, it was terrible. They were always giggling and laughing about something. But this was one thing that that you wouldn't have got until you had somebody to do that. This is in the evening, they've just been bringing all the camels in, because the camels go off into the mountains during the day. Look. Now that may be her camel, because when they're born, the girls are given a camel, a baby camel. They're given them, and they know them when they grow up, you see. And they're just these little kids. They go off all up the mountains, collecting them in all on their own. They've just come back from way away. There she is, and she keeps going through underneath the camels. She's the middle one from that lot there. But the family always group them. They're so close together. They always group themselves. You notice how nicely they're all grouped. They all kind of flock together, and one would go on top of the other. And can you see? Look, how they just naturally kind of form, kind of group together.
This woman, because they.
She's looking.
What?
Oh, you are very serious.
Oh, this was a sad tale, because this one in the front, the mother had disowned it. And so you'll see they're going to try to get that mother, that one, to take it, yes. So this is just an early thing. She's having a sniff, and I think I'll show a bit later. They try to get it, you can poor thing. Yes, and there you see he's trying to get it to feed as well. That's Ayesha in the background there. They're trying to get it to feed, but it didn't, and it died. Oh, this is the glasses story. This is the lady. This is the first time she'd ever been to Konya or anywhere like that, sitting there like a bleeding queen. What happened was, you know, I said I saw her doing, and I gave her my reading glasses. This was like in September. When I came back in May, they said, "Oh, it's terrible. She has terrible head. She's got to come to Konya to have an X-ray of her brain because she's got terrible headaches."
Oh.
I said to Uzir, Uzir, where has she been wearing these glasses? She's been wearing these bloody glasses all the time, reading glasses, going collecting firewood and stuff up the mountains and everything. Of course she had a bleeding headache. Ends of the Earth. You know, I have a company and a website and everything called Ends of the Earth. Mm-hmm. All right? Well, there's one thing that I never got there. It's like a rainbow, you know? You know, there's no...
Yeah, there's no end to...
There's no end to the rainbow, because wherever you went, they were the centre of their Earth. You understand? Mm-hmm. There was no end, because I went to what I thought was the end, but to them, it's the centre. You understand? Yes. And we went to one really grotty little... It was down from, going back from Guatemala, you go down to the Pacific coast, and there's a really fly-blown little grotty resort. And outside it says, Retayu, centre of the world.
Everything was the centre.
Yes.
You understand? Everybody is the centre of their world.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes. Even where you go, if you go to the Sahara, if you go to the South Africa, if you go to the middle of the jungle, of the desert there, or if you go like in Sumba, this little island, that is their centre of their world. Everywhere you go, it's their centre. There is no ends of the earth. It's only relative entirely. You know.